Battle for Book, a very old thing I made. Episode 1, Say Something. Yep. The book pile was the first one eliminated. Episode 2 was to stand. That didn't count as standing. He fell over, he got back up, and so Bookward was eliminated. Episode 3 was Mega Challenge. Paper had the best challenge and so got a token thingy, and so Ice Cube Book was eliminated. And that's it. I'm kidding. That's not it. I remade the first 3 episodes, as you can see. Take a nice good look. So there'll be another one of these comic videos in the future about different comics, some more better looking ones. And some older than this, some newer than this. So they'll come out later because it's a separate thing and a bit more longer, separate, different. Yeah, it's a lot different from this, so yeah. And only just recently found these. Anyway. Yeah, sorry they got a bit damaged because, like, rain stuff, like, they've been stored away for a while. I literally, like, the rain, when I had them, sort of, like, ruined it, and of course, because I got a bit, like, crunched up and, like, a bit destroyed and stuff, like a tiny bit destroyed and stuff, like, around the edges, like, got a bit hurt and disheveled and broken, but still. Episode 4 was to read. Paper was only barely safe because of their token, and so a book was eliminated because, well, they're like the last one in the line, let's just say they chose them anyway. Episode 5, there was a debut, and it was to stay near the water without dying. Yeah, there was a little, like, mix-up, like, arrow thing with the skull's name. So, yeah. Yeah. Alright, anyway, so the cup. Wait, what are their hands and legs? Were they supposed to have hands and legs? Probably because they died. Like, you see, they have hands that are some because they died. They lost their limbs. Anyway, they were broken apart. Even inside of the coffee, they were broken apart, I think. No, never mind. But still. And the apple was killed. So was Death, which is like the skull. Biscuit was still alive at the time. And Marky was still alive along with the Charizard thing. Yeah. Also, mayonnaise died, you know. Then Biscuit died because he licked that girl for some reason, I don't know why, and killed Marky, and so the Charizard joined. And so in episode 6, there was a vote. And Book Ice Cube was eliminated. Now, I don't fully understand this, and you may not understand, like, these vote things. But I think they're, like, supposed to represent someone's name. I think it was their placement. And I get it. I don't get it. I don't know why I wrote them, but I just went with it, and so, yeah. And, well, that's actually it. Sad, but yeah, that's probably it of all I had of it. I'm JK, I'm kidding again. I finished season 1 of it. One problem, the pencil was a bit light. Like, when I was making this show, like, the final episode, like, when I was finishing the show, I'm making near the end of it. When I made the end of it, it was, like, a bit, like, light with the pencil, but it's fine, you can still see it. Final fall, get to Uranus. Then the paper pulled a Leafy, and so we had Chari just flew to Uranus, and then we had the bomb too. And Book David jumped to the top, and so Sideways Book was eliminated. Episode 8 was to run, and we were down to the final 3. Basically, Paper was eliminated because they were the furthest. And episode 9 was to talk again. Book David said, seriously, and so won. And the placements were first Book David, then Charizard or Chari, that's what it was called, then Paper. Also, I won't say they're recommenders, because that guy was that character was a recommended character, and if you saw earlier all those debuters, they were always recommended, but I suggest not looking at their names, just because, yeah, privacy and stuff, and I'm not the recommenders. Just the last thing I did at one point, and then, well, I had recommenders. Basically, this show is this nice thing I did at one point, and I had recommenders, luckily. And so anyway, Sideways Book came 4th. Ice Cube Book? Yeah, I think Ice Cube Book came 5th, then A Book came 6th. And then Book Ice Cube came 7th, yeah. Book Word came 8th, and Book Pile came 9th. Quite a few non-existent characters. Well, there's 3. There's a book, a book word, and a pile of books. And yeah, because season 1 was done, it never came back, never returned, just ended. I'm kidding. You never know when it will end. And it'll probably end when you least expect it. Anyway, I did a voting for season 2. And some characters got redesigned, like Apple got limbs. For now, winners were able to join the next season, but, he didn't really. Like, for now, winners could join the next season. Like, winners could join the season. Or new season for another chance to win, but he didn't even join anyway. Anyway, there are quite a few new characters. Book Suck. Or Book Sucks. I think I changed it to Book Sucks, but still. Anyway, another redesign. Biscuit became Bourbon Biscuit. Also, there's a creeper now. I think I'm missing. Yeah. Most of the bees are probably books. Like, most of the bees are book characters and stuff. Anyway, there's also Diagonally Book. I definitely spelled diagonally wrong, didn't I? There should be another L, right? Well, anyway, Death lost their legs, but gained like a lining in front of them, and they can fly. There's Glass. There's Protractor. Paper's a bit different. And Mayonnaise has limbs now, and yeah. I feel like this mayor actually should have gone a bit before, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, you can see those are the 5 new characters up there. And also, if you see all those ticks, those were the people who voted in the end. Also, the same people who recommended the characters, also voted who should join season 2. And let's just say, for a show being called Battle for Book, there were not that many actual book characters in the show. Or at least, like, the latest season. Anyway, season 2 is cancelled. I'm kidding. Basically, for a show called Battle for Book, season 2 did not have any. For a show called Battle for Book, it should really have more book characters. Like, for a thing called Battle for Book, it really should have more book characters. I mean, to be fair, season 2 was voting, so they picked the non-mine characters, like the non-my characters. You can tell that most of the characters have nothing to do with books. Let's get started. Also, season 2 was called Battle for Book 2, Battle of the Books. But literally, no book characters were really voted in, apart from Book Suck, because the name. They probably found it funny anyway. Episode 1 was Don't Talk, and they said whatever. Book Suck said whatever, and so was eliminated. Also, from when we have one more person than last time, let's see. Yep, 9, and last time, yeah, we did have 9. Also, hint till, like, I don't know. Hint towards later, there's going to be a debut, but it's a special one. Anyway, episode 2 was Get a Bookworm, because this has to be somewhat book-related, and Protractor was eliminated. Second. Anyway, episode 3 was Book Jenga, and there was teams, and there was a double elimination. Creeper just sat out, because, well, odd number. Anyway, the 2 flies are safe. The 2, they're just connected, because they're, like, similar. You dump cookies and biscuits into cups. And, well, Apple and Mayonnaise was eliminated. And also this season they were killed in unique ways. I think also the same. I think that was also the same for the first season. But anyway, also made a little error with Apple, because they just look right through the middle of it. Just looks a bit weird. But anyway, sadly season 2 was cancelled then. No. Also if you notice, they ain't really remastered or reanimated or redrawn anymore. Only the first 3, only the first 3 episodes were redrawn. Also, I tried to flatten this out for quite a while. For quite a while, I compiled. I compressed it with quite a few books. Like, for a while, and I did recently. Like, I found it quite recently, and so from there, the first thing I did was sort of like compress it so it'd be a bit more flatter. Anyway, episode 4 was to mine. Of course, the creeper exploded. He digged. Yeah, Bourbon just teared a bit of the ground, and so Cuppy was eliminated. And then episode 5 was a debut, and it was to defeat the dragon. The 3 tall-headed characters were eliminated straight away, but all of water was destroyed by the dragon thing. They just quit Unicorn without eyes. And if you can see over here, the hot dog, he was killed by the beam thing that killed them. That's actually quite badly drawn, but it's quite early. It's like for a few years ago. Anyway, the a-hole, joined along with Book Clock, which for once is actually a book character thing, apart from Book Sucks. But literally, season 1, a lot more book characters. They did not really recommend any book characters. Maybe because I didn't tell them to recommend book characters. They just recommended whoever they wanted. Probably should have said that you should recommend book characters, but then again, this makes it more better. I mean, like, on the alphabetical sense, like, for the voting, like, basically, for voting new characters into the next season, the alphabeticalness, let's just say there'd be a lot of B's because of books. So at least this makes it a bit more diverse and stuff. Anyway, episode 6, Don't Die. Those two get immediate immunity, and Bourbon gets killed by a giant rock, which you don't fully see, but yeah, that's also how they get eliminated. Now I'm going to tell you one thing, season 2 does finish. Well, there ain't going to be a season 3. Also because I told you that season 2 will finish, season 2 is cancelled. Yep. Bye-bye, I'm kidding. Yeah. Yep, we had a finishing season 2. Episode 7 was Red Light, Green Light. Shari was eliminated. Let's see. 5th this time. Jeez. They went down. Oh, they still made it to the last page like last time. Anyway, episode 8. Episode 8 was Honeycomb. And a-hole was eliminated. Yeah, everyone else did their cookies. Like, they were able to successfully do their cookies. And episode 9 was Squid Game. Season 3 hint. Oh yeah, also Death came 3rd. But being shot. That's right, that doesn't say Creeper there, even though that's his name, and the others have the thing. Anyway, runner-up was Book Clock. And so Creeper won, but that weird face was still still seriously, I should have said Creeper. Also, this time we sort of oh, what's his final fruit there? I'm saying it for that. But I'm just saying, this time I sort of showed it backwards, I showed the placements backwards, because last time the winner was up there. Well, was there a season 3? Was season 3 made in the end? Well, let's look at the voting thing. Yep, there's a lot more characters this time. Also, they're all in Squid Game suits. Also, if I'm right, all the new characters, there was a few new ones. There was Death Notebook, Feather, Lighty, Lucky Book, and if I can find it from right, Gun, yeah. Yeah, I think I added 5 new characters, and so that's where that all ended, and you can see all the characters voted in from there. And so, yep, that goes away. Then there's the book game. Now, for this season, I was actually going to let the challengers be voted, and well, we only got as far as 1, if you can tell. So, you know what that meant? Season 3 was cancelled. But at least ended with its first episode. So, yeah. There's all the contestants. Those 3 eliminated. And so that's how it ended. Bye-bye!